would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hokies will put total leather and we'll get started. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the BYU Cougars offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes.
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just a little off. Incomplete. And the Hokies looking to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, BYU! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. The quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Going for the marker on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just...
Fires toward the end zone. Looking for the goal line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. QB draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hokies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. complete. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going for the big play. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He'll keep it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stop, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. BYU with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Hands it off. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Going for the big play. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Hokies! They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Cougars. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, and make plays for the quarterback.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to 26. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. It's picked off. That's number 10.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Runs through a tackle. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Trying play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's caught in the end zone, and we're all tied up. They're an extra point away from winning it. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, you can't do it better than that, guys. Getting the touchdown with just seconds to go. The extra point will now give them the lead. Maybe time for a kickoff and one more play. If they could just hang on for 2 more plays after this extra point, they're going to win this game.
BYU, 34.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.